What up, y'all? It's your boy Bad Boy Rick or Bad Boy Cardo coming to you from my room in beautiful North Carolina. And today I have an amazing video for you guys about the benefits of reading audiobooks and listening to audiobooks and reading books. So I have a list of benefits. I'm gonna jump right into it. And if you guys find value in this, like the video, subscribe, share, tell your friends about it. Any type of way of support, I really appreciate it, and thank you in advance. So we're gonna jump right into it. We're not gonna hold on, and we'll go ahead and begin. So the number one benefits I broke it into three different categories, right? So I have 5 benefits for each category. So this is basically like 15 to or more benefits this whole video, but I'm gonna just get into them section by section. So yeah. All right, so the benefits. We have mental and cognitive benefits. So, mental brain benefits where it benefits your mind just by reading these books. So, some of the benefits are brain function. It can help your brain, get more active by reading these books. It expands your vocabulary, which means it gives you more words to use because you're hearing those words being used in the books. So, you learn how to use the words. So yeah, it expands the vocabulary. It boosts focus and concentration because while you're reading the book, you're trying to focus on what's going to happen next, and you're concentrating on what's happening and what's going to happen, and the suspense and the emotions in the book. And I'll get to more stuff like that later. But it increases focus and concentration. But it also enhances memory. You go back, you'll think about what parts of the book you read and what happened, and maybe think of things like clues or hints that happened earlier in the book. But it enhances your memory. And it also encourages critical thinking because it makes you think. When you're reading a book and you're reading some sort of book, and it's basically you might know what's going to happen before it happens in the book, because you're using your critical thinking and you're getting into the nitty-gritty of what's going on, and you're putting clues together and using hints like Blue's Clues. You're using those clues to solve the puzzle in the books or whatnot. So it increases critical thinking. So that's 5 benefits on how it increases your mind or mental benefits. So yeah, number 2, emotional and psychological benefits. So, it reduces stress, right? So you might be reading a book and you got to be kind of relaxed to read a book. You can't just read a book and you have to be in a certain type of mood to read a book. So, for the most part, you have to, and reading the book reduces stress. So it also boosts empathy and emotional intelligence. So when you're reading the book, you're able to tell what people are going through in the book, maybe their emotions they're going through as certain situations are happening, and you use your emotional intelligence to empathize and sympathize with the author as the reader. So it gives you emotional intelligence and a sense of empathy too with most books. It increases creativity. So when you're reading books, you get creative because you're thinking and seeing things, how things are going in this book, and then you're able to come together and figure out maybe how you can change things, or maybe you're thinking of alternate endings, or perhaps you're thinking of how it could apply to your own life. But reading books can definitely increase creativity. So also, it can provide mental relaxation. When you're reading a book, like I was talking about earlier, you have to be in a certain type of mind state in order to read a book. So it increases your mental relaxation, and it kind of takes you away and puts you in another place. It also enhances self-discipline and patience. When you start a book, you have to be disciplined enough to finish the book if you want to see what happens in the book. And you also have to be disciplined enough to get to the book, start it, and finish the book. So that's a few of the benefits that it has for emotional and psychological intelligence. And so, one second, y'all. Look at my notes now. And yeah, another way it could help is through personal growth and knowledge. This is like self-development. Books getting of self-development, and they help yourself out a lot. But when you read books, it encourages you to grow and also to learn. You know, it increases your knowledge. It improves your decision-making skills. So while you're sitting there reading books, you might have thought like, "Oh, I read about this in the book. Let me do it differently. Let me do it like this. Maybe it'll work like it worked for the person in the book." You'll think of stuff like that and improves your decision making. Also, it boosts confidence. When you've read a few books, it boosts your confidence. Not only that you can read books, but that you're familiar with certain situations and you have a knowledge of what's going to happen in the book after you've read a book. It increases your confidence after you read books or whatnot. And also, it encourages better communication. Like I was going back to the vocabulary thing earlier, it shows you a dialogue between characters, but it also shows you how to expand your vocabulary and use bigger and better words for the same thing that you would have used using those words before. You would have used those words, you can find a better word to use instead, or a bigger word, or a better word. Also, it provides motivation and inspiration. You read a book, you might be like, in the book they have a foreword, and the foreword normally talks about the inspiration of the book, why the book was written, about the author, stuff like that. And you can gain motivation from reading certain books. They have motivational books out now that provide inspiration and motivation. So that's a good thing that you could always get into is motivation and inspiration from books. So that's been 15 benefits, y'all. But I got a few bonus ones because I was talking about audiobooks earlier. So some benefits of audiobooks. You can multitask with an audiobook because you can put your phone down or your device and you can just listen to the book while you're doing other things. It improves your listening skills so you can hear what's going on in the book. You can get the volume right, put your headphones on, and it shows you how to multitask and listen to what's going on in the book and do what else you're doing at the same time. And also, it's accessible for all. You don't have to know how to read you don't have to know how to read real good in order to hear somebody read the words to you. In fact, you can use the audiobooks to learn more words. All ages can go on YouTube and look up a book. You're on YouTube now if you're seeing this. So, go on there, you can look up a book, and it's accessible. You can find all types of books on there and just listen to them instead of getting the actual physical copy and reading them. And it brings stories to life just hearing people read them and talk them out loud. It gives you another perspective on how things are going, and just it adds emotion and certain types of depth to the audio when you're reading a book. It brings it to life and has somebody does it for you. Even like when you're younger, you have your parents do storytelling and stuff for you. So this is something like storytelling, as an adult. So yeah. And the last one is it reduces screen time. When you're on your phone all the time or on your device, you can get a book and just listen to that and have that book be playing while you're doing whatever. And you don't have to be on your phone to do it. So yeah, guys, I gave 15 to 20 benefits of reading books / audiobooks. Hopefully you got something from this video. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Share, subscribe, and come back for more videos. Got some more coming soon for you guys. Peace. Bad Boy Rick, and I'm out.